I'm Zach Osowski. I'm a reporter with the Herald Bulletin. I'm with Senator Tim Lanane today, who represents District 25, which is Anderson and Muncie over in Delaware County. Today we're talking about redistricting. Senator Lanane is on a committee that's going to be looking at redistricting. So Senator, just tell us a little bit about kind of what that committee's tasked with and what you're hoping to get out of it, because it seems like redistricting has been a problem for the last couple of years.
Well, thank you, Zach. Yes, I'm excited about it because in the first time that I've been a member of the General Assembly, I think this is the first serious look at how we do the redistricting of the legislative districts. And so the committee, which was created by the General Assembly in this last session, is tasked with the idea of looking at really all 50 states in terms of how the redistricting occurs currently. There are a number of states now, I think a total of 7, which does a redistricting by way of some sort of a nonpartisan, bipartisan commission. And so they have basically delegated the drawing of the legislative districts to that body. The rest of the states retain the drawing of districts the way we do them currently in Indiana, which is the legislators draw their own districts. And so that's always been, I think, sort of an issue that citizens have questioned me about, is why do you guys draw your own districts? Does that seem right or not? So we're going to take a good hard look at this, see what other states are doing, compare it to the way we do it, and by December of next year, 2016, have a report to go to the General Assembly as to what our findings are. Okay,
because some of the concerns is that the redrawing of districts, which occurred in 2010 last, has led to uncompetitive races. Could you talk a little bit about that?
I will. Of course, as I think we all know, the General Assembly now, there are supermajorities by the Republican Party in both the House and the Senate. It's not always been that case. It's only basically occurred after the 2010 redistricting. And and there's also the fact that in 2014 we had the lowest turnout in voting of any state, and I think a lot of people just thought there's no competition, there's not really a reason for me to go vote here. So those are ramifications that are important we need to carefully look at.
And the redistricting actually affected you personally, because you at one time you represented most of Madison County, and then in 2010 it kind of flipped, and almost turned on its side a little bit.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. And so for 10 years, from 2000 basically 2010, my district was comprised all within Madison County, which made sense. And then there was a District 26, which was pretty much all within Delaware County, and that seemed to make sense. 2010, they took my district, as you I think put it well, turned it on its side, and now my district is parts of Madison County and Delaware County. Contains both Anderson and Muncie. So it changed the political makeup and the demographic makeup when they did that.
And is this an issue that you think both parties are at least aware of and concerned about? I know you specifically mentioned Speaker Brian Bosma was on the bill that established this commission.
He is an author of the House bill, which creates this commission. Representative Jerry Torr from the Indianapolis area, Republican. This has been something that he has long talked about. So there is, I believe, bipartisan support for the idea of a serious study of the way we do this. And I know not everyone's on board with this, but certainly I think there's some human nature involved here. When you have the power, you want to keep that power. But to the credit of Speaker Bosma, Representative Torr, and others in the majority party, they're willing to have this serious look at this now.
Well, I want to thank
you bet. Senator Lanane. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it.
The commission meets for the first time on October 1st. And there will be several meetings after that, but the first one's October 1st. For the Herald Bulletin, I'm Zach Osowski.